You might be wondering, why exactly am I in my school uniform? Now, this used to be my smart casuals. So I came here in my school uniform so that I can teach you something related to school. Because these days schools are all opening now, our online classes are all shutting down and it's all offline right now. So I thought I'd introduce you to a few different back to school phrases. The first one is fallen behind. Fallen behind is a usage that is used to say that you've stopped making progress. So if I've fallen behind my studies, then that means I've failed to make progress. So it's not just used to say that you've actually fallen, but it's also used that you commonly hear in school. The next one is handout. If I'm handing out something to someone, then that means I'm giving something to someone. So if I am doing a group project and if I'm handing out a notice to all my group members, then that means I'm giving that notice paper to every single person in the group. So that is handing out. Then the next one is to catch up. If I have to catch up on my studies, then that means I have to reach the same level as my classmates. So if I happen to take a lot of leaves at school and if I've been absent for quite a long number of days, then I'll have to catch up on my studies, which means I'll have to make progress. And as I've already failed to make progress, as I've already fallen behind, like how we talked about in the first uses that we explained, then I'll have to catch up right now. The next one is a little interesting. If someone asks you to hit the books, then what would you do? Would you literally hit the book? Now, hit the books in fact is a very common usage that is used to say that you are supposed to study. So if I happen to say something like I'm going to hit the books, then that means I am going to study, and that doesn't really mean that I'm actually going to hit the book. All right. Now comes pull an all-nighter. If I'm pulling an all-nighter, then that means I'm staying up all night, say to study or to do my assignment or something. So if I happen to have exams these days, then I'll be like, I'm going to pull an all-nighter. I don't think so I'm going to get enough sleep as it's exams and I haven't really studied. So that is pull an all-nighter. Then we have turn in. So if your teacher or your mentor is asking you to turn in your assignments, then that means you're supposed to submit your assignments or you're supposed to give the assignments to your teacher. So that is turn in, all right? So that is something that teachers tend to use a lot. So you can, next time your teacher ends up using something like turn in, then you have to keep in mind then they're asking you to submit it or give the papers. Now we have goof around. You might all have that one friend who's always goofing around, who's just doing silly things and not really being serious about studies. So that is when you say he's been goofing around or she's been goofing around a lot these days. The next one is to put off. If you've been putting off something for quite a long time, then that means you've been procrastinating, you've been delaying doing something that you're supposed to do. So if I've been putting off my assignments, then that means I've been not doing my assignments that I'm supposed to do. So I've been procrastinating and I've been not doing it. Then we have to drop out. If I'm dropping out of school, then that means I'm quitting school. I'm going to resign. Resign is something that you use when you're usually doing a job, but you're going to quit school, you're going to give TC and just leave the school. So that is when I'll be using something like drop out. So if I say that I'm dropping out of school, then that means I'm quitting school. Then we have the last one, which is sail through something. If I happen to sail through something, then that means I've been doing something quite easily. It was a piece of cake for me. So if I happen to sail through my exams, then that means I did my exams very easily. So it was very easy for me and it was not a big deal. So that is sail through something. So that was it. I'll just summarize all the points for you guys. The first one was fallen behind, then hand out, catch up, hit the books, pull an all-nighter, turn in, goof around, put off, drop out, and sail through something. I really hope this was an interesting segment, and I really hope you're able to use all these phrases when you go back to school. And if you want to know more about the courses that we provide at English House, including our IELTS coaching as well as our English communicative courses, don't forget to click on the link below. Thank you so much for watching.
English House. English at your fingertips.